の先を見ろ。まだ見ぬ敵を宇宙最強。お前が誇り高きサイヤ人の血を引く者ならば、俺の息子ならば誰にも負けることは許さん。俺超えてみせます。目の前の敵も父さんも。
I realized that could have been a lot more cooler had my microphone been muted. Anyways, hello everybody, Dokkan here. Welcome to another Dokkan battle video. So, the EZAs for the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and the VEGETA and TRUNKS came around the time that I was away. So, unfortunately, I was not able to get the showcases in on time. But, you know, it's a video. We are bound to get the new units, like the Gohan, Goten, and Trunks, fairly soon, and they're going to be fitting this category right here, the Bond Parent and Child category team. So we got the boys, Blue Vegeta, and of course Super Saiyan Trunks here. Let's go ahead and talk about their details real quick and see what they have in store for us. So they lead Bond Parent and Child or Future Saiyan category Ki +3, 170% to all stats, plus the additional Ki +1 and the extra 30% to stats for characters who belong to the Battle of Fate team. Pretty good. The 12 Ki Super greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn, causes colossal damage to the enemy. And this is the very important upgrade that this unit has gotten. They stack attack and defense, cause colossal damage to the enemy, and they raise allies' attack and defense by 5% in battle. So I've seen, of course, I didn't put a lot of emphasis on their leader skill because I wanted to wait until we get to that. You can use these guys as a leader, and you can have a 10% attack and defense stacking for the rest of the battle if you have a double Vegeta and Trunks lead, which is insane. These two running amok the teams and being able to do some crazy things with them is very, very good. So when I read that they had that ability on their super attack, is crazy. That my reaction was pretty crazy too. So they had their intro animation when there's another Bond Parent and Child category ally on the team. Upon the character's entry, you guys can see that they can be able to get 7 Ki, defense plus 100% for 5 turns. Then they get some 10% damage reduction, and they randomly change Ki spheres of a certain type to rainbow Ki spheres for 3 turns, excluding Int. Pretty good stuff there. Then we got for basic effects, 200% attack and defense, 2 Ki. They guard all attacks, they have 20% damage reduction, alongside the 10% damage reduction that they get for 3 turns with their intro. They are also tossing an additional that has a 70% chance to becoming a super attack. When attacking with 18 or more Ki, they launch an additional super, guaranteed. When activating the active skill or when attacking with 24 Ki, they are able to provide Bond Parent and Child category allies defense plus 30%, which is massive. That's very, very good, especially during the landscape that we are in right now, where some of these events are like really, really difficult. For every attack received or evaded, we're getting 2 Ki up to Ki +10. We're getting 20% attack up to 100%. We're getting 50% defense up to 150%. And we're getting a chance of performing a critical hit plus 10% up to 50%. So basically, the max amount that we need to get hit or evading attacks is just 5. For us to be able to get the attack and defensive buffs, well, the defense in and of itself, you just need to get hit 3 times so we can be able to get the defense. But all the other items, we just need to get hit 5 times. As the first attacker in the turn, which is very important because I've been seeing a lot of people not being able to utilize this guy to its most optimal capability. As the first attacker in the turn, you get 200% attack and defense and then 30% extra damage reduction. So very good stuff there. We'll of course be able to use this active skill once we get there. But this is the team setup that we have here. We're running him on a 250/220% leader skill with the Blue Goku and Blue Vegeta. So let's go ahead and just jump in and see what they have. I've been excited to run these guys ever since they came out, and you know, I'm looking forward to it. Let me check their equips real quick. 328k defense is what I saw. So these are not the best equips that I have. They did get their equips. Unfortunately, I've been very excited to just try to get these guys and being able to use them right away, because it's, again, they released 5 days, actually 6 days ago. From the upload of this video 6 days ago, 5 days ago from the recording of this video. So I haven't been able to give them proper equips, but don't worry, I'll replace these for the equips that we got, which are going to be way better. If we do a good job on this stage here, we are going to jump into the... oh, I forgot. I forgot about the stun. Thank you. Oh, man. You know, I had a whole thing planned out to jump into this event and see where it goes, but there's a couple of faces in here that can stun us. Man, that we wasted such a cool intro for nothing. Alright, anyways, we'll just continue moving along, I guess. But very excited, of course, with the release of these guys. They have been very most wanted by a lot of people. They have been waiting so long for these guys to get their ECAs, and now that we finally got them, I know that for some reason I've been hearing a lot of discontent from people, seeing that these guys can be very fragile, they can be taken down pretty easily. Who knows what the community will say these days, right? But those are just some of the comments that I've been hearing from them. They're not up to par, they're not great, they're like deers at this point. Like we had the initial like fish concept, and now they're not fish anymore. They are deers, which is crazy. Sure, they're deers. I don't get it. I don't get the whole thing going on, right? But you know, it is what it is. We'll just keep moving along and see how these guys do. Of course, with the help of their stacking ability on their super attack, that is so good because you have the ability to get these guys to help some other characters to get their stacking ability. So for example, people have been taking these guys to the most, I guess I can call it the most toughest event in the game, the Festival of Battles. I'm just gonna call it how it is, but I'm gonna say how it is, man. Like, you know, we have those events and it's pretty good, but at least I don't like the Festival of Battles. But you guys can be able to use them to your leisure in order for you to be able to tackle some of the content that we have available, right? So we are at 841k defense here. Again, we have been receiving all those hits. How many times have we gotten hit? 3 times. So we are fully built up in terms of our defense, but we need the rest, basically. We need the rest of the attack and defensive power. Well, the attack, the chances of critting, and the extra key. So let's hopefully we don't get stunned here and actually see what these guys are made of. You guys are seeing that they are basically at 24 keys. So I'm not going to use Vegeta as active just yet. However, if you do swap over to Vegeta, we're going to get some extra links active here because of the fact that they share a royal lineage together. So we'll have to activate it. The only problem that I have with Vegeta is that if you don't use the active skill for Vegeta just yet, Vegeta can be taken out pretty quickly, so we do have to be careful with him. So I'm assuming because of the stage of this magnitude, we shouldn't have any issues, but it could come bite us in the rear end if we are not careful. Okay, please don't stun. I hate this event. You know, I really thought that this was gonna be a good event to showcase these guys, but It don't seem like it. Alright, I guess I'll wait for another shot. I actually should have, like, gone to, like, the special battle, I guess. Alright, well. Hey, another one. We'll have more chances, I guess, to continue running these guys. Of course, this is not going to be like a short video. I'll make sure to see how these guys perform and do the shenanigans that they need to do. Now, we can do Vegeta's active here, because that'll buff Vegeta and Trunks on the next turn. Do keep in mind this ability, where we're helping our Fuchsia Saga and Bond Apparent Child category allies for 4 turns. So let's go ahead and do it. Now I'm glad I did that, so that way we jump into the next fight and, you know, just hope to BJ's that we can be able to actually do something with these guys. Because we're gonna be on turn 6 and we haven't even seen their first attack stat yet. And again, we're building up with them. They're getting hit constantly, they're doing all the things that they need to do, and there's like nothing. Nothing that we can do, man. So I'm just waiting to see if we can be able to get some nice little attack stats there. Oh. Alright. Can you imagine we just got all this way just to get killed? That'll be the funny. But they're at 1.2 million defense and they haven't even attacked yet. So why is Rose's active? Oh, we're buffing super bosses, but yeah, that shouldn't matter. All right. Moment of truth. Can we actually get to see something from these guys? Maybe, perhaps. I might have to go into another event and actually properly showcase them. Imagine we just get killed here. That'll be so funny. So we no longer have our intro buff either. So, ooh, nice dodge. You guys could have done that earlier, but sure. 38 million. That's their first attack. And they're already buffed in terms of their passive. There's the additional normal, and then there's the guaranteed super attack because it would be 18 key. Do keep in mind that we're providing that extra defense to Bond Parent and Child category allies. There's the extra super attack here because of the hidden potential system additional. They don't look bad. Do keep in mind that 18 key super provided 5% attack and defense to these guys. If you do have a double Vegeta and Trunks as a leader, do keep in mind that their stats are going to be a little bit lower because you're going to be running at 170, or basically a 200% instead of a 220 or 250 depending on the team. But you're going to be helping out the rotation a lot. So this is bad actually. So let's put you on slot 1. We might die, and that's fine, because that way we can just go into a different event so that we can show these guys in a proper fashion. Because we didn't get to see the best of these guys, so We dead? We're still alive. Interesting. This team has a lot of HP too. I don't know how high our HP was, but we're at 160. Is that 164k defense? No, 164k HP. Yeah, and we're like at 17%, and we took like 600k from a super, with the additional 100k from a normal. I mean, we're looking good. 49 million here. We still should have the support from VEGETA is active. I think in the next turn it'll run out, or the next turn will be the final turn where we can have that buff. But I mean, they're looking pretty strong actually. And again, that goes to all allies. It raises allies' attack and defense, so everybody can be able to get that extra attack and defense buff once they are able to do their 18 key, which is very strong. Of course, defensively, once we lose that intro buff that intro buff, we do have to make sure that we get hit as many times as we can. Plus, the additional like raising attack and defense is also very helpful due to the fact that we can be able to keep on stacking attack and defense and keep on raising our attack and defense as much as possible, right? So right now we're at 1.2 million defense, so that's pretty good. This is a problem because of the locking. We're not going to be able to do anything, but I think VEGETA will kill. I think this VEGETA will kill. Let's do the active skill with the VEGETA and Trunks. This can be activated when all allies attacking the same turn are future Saga category characters, starting from the 3rd turn from the start of the battle, or when HP is 50% or less, starting from the 5th turn from the start of the battle. And of course, this provides a lot of damage, right? Massively raises attack temporarily, causes ultimate damage to the enemy, and within the turn activated, all attacks become critical hits, and it'll raise all allies' defense by 20% for 1 turn. So right now, let's just take a look at VEGETA, 396k. That will go up.
この通りだ、トランクス。俺の力よ、この世界の人間の盾になれ。みんなの願いをこの一撃に込める。サイヤ人、人間の底力を侮るなよ。くらえ、ギャリックホー。トランクス、やったな。はい。
Now, it's been a while since we heard that. That's pretty good. So now their defense is at 598k. Very strong. We got locked on slot 1. Look at the HP regeneration that we're going to get here. 1.6 million defense. We're almost back to full. That's pretty good. Alright, because of the rotation lock, well, unfortunately, gonna succumb to losing one of the best linking partners for this VEGETA and Trunks, but that's fine. We're gonna do this run, and then we're gonna go jump into the special battle event. See how tough that event can be with these with this lineup here. We of course do know that. Well, I'm possibly gonna jump into Gogeta. We'll see. He's very gimmicky as well, so we can see what the man is gonna do. So. Oh yeah, let me do this.
我が願い、人間ゼロ計画を成し遂げるため、
最も醜い者に重い罰を受けてもらう。
That does so much damage, man. It's crazy. So we can do this right here. Can do this as well, and we'll do this. Yeah, this team is ludicrous. Look at the amount of HP that we have. We're at over 900k HP. I think you can do some fixins here and there. You change one of the like the super ECAs, and add, I don't know, maybe the We Saiyans have no limits LR, and the maybe another LR in here and there. You can be able to maybe get closer to that 1 million HP range point, which is now doable. You can be able to get to that point. And this is still like, we haven't done any like compromises to the team. We have added some like super bosses characters on the team, just so that we can function on a level, like a competent level with the future saga characters. But this is still like very, very good. That's a nice little team setup here. 44 million, Jesus. Okay, we could, I was gonna say we could finish off Sin here. Alright, or we can do something that we haven't seen in a big time while. Let me just put these guys on slot 1 just to, actually we could do this. It's better to do it on slot 3 though, but let's just do it. In any case, he survives, right?
その目に焼き付けておくんだな。これがベジットの真の力だ。ファイナルカメハメハ！
I was gonna say, but in any case he does live, then we just do this right here. Alright, so got him on slot 1, 773k defense. Now the defense went a little bit lower. Let's see how they do. We could die here. We could very well die, but I gotta see this through. Okay, immediate super. It's interesting because he supered on slot 3 earlier. We're still alive. That super attack made us live. Alright, that is a problem though, because how much damage do we do here? Like, how much damage does this man do on that super? I'll have to look for the event. Let me try to find it. Let me just go into the next event that we want to showcase him in. That was quite a lot of damage. No, that's not the difficulty that I want to go to. That super attack from Sin does 6.6 million damage. I feel like we could have, like, them taking 900k from that. I would not say that that's bad. That's some decent tanky from them, I guess. If you want to call it bad, then sure, but I'd see that as a pretty good defensive stat there.
この先を見ろ。まだ見ぬ敵よ。宇宙最強。お前が誇り高きサイヤ人の血を引く者ならば、俺の息子ならば、誰にも負けることは許さん。俺、超えてみせます。目の前の敵も、トムさんも。
Oh, kids, we got two choices. We can do this and do our best to survive. Vegeta's ability to be able to dodge the attacks at the end there could come through. Things like that. Or we just get killed. One of the two. But we'll test it out. We'll see how it goes. I don't think optimally you would want to do this, because this is a pretty bad rotation setup, but I think we can live. I think we can do this. If we die again, I'll jump back in. But I'll make sure to jump back in with their equipment. I forgot to do that. I was gonna swap the equipment that they have right now and be able to give them the new equips that they got there. Of course, their attack stat is gonna be a little bit lower due to them waiting for them to get stacked, right? We of course helped out the units that are in here as well, just to get some extra attack and defenses on them. Alright, Vegeta, give me one more. Yeah, the quad super. I think we're looking good. We do have to dodge that super attack because I don't think Vegeta's gonna live. Okay. Getting some good damage in. Alright, Vegeta. This is your time. Who's the superior fusion? Show him. Okay. I guess he is. Because he didn't dodge. Oh man. That to be fair, that rotation sucked. That rotation was pretty bad. I keep forgetting. Alright, give me 1 second. I'll give him the proper equips. Alright, we're back in it. Sorry. Had my microphone muted and everything. So now they got their proper equips. A little bit more defensive equipment here. So they're not the best actually, but we'll make do with what we got. Let's see if we actually don't get a repeat as to what happened earlier. We just got utterly destroyed. So we'll see if Vegeta and Trunks getting their max buffs here. They do have a lot of dodge now. 18 million. We do need to get a bit more, a few more hits here and there, so that way we get a bit more stronger in terms of attack. But so far, looking pretty decent. Get those attacks in. Very nice. Yeah, of course we got like uberly destroyed here, but I'm just now seeing the apparently, did we got the data download? We did, huh? So the banner is gonna be available with 200 coins that can be used for pity. And the banners are gonna come out at 9 PM. Actually, I think I have enough time to like do my summons at around that time, like 9 PM. Actually, no, wait, that's PDT. 10 PM. That's when the banners come out. Okay. I might be able to do something. Not gonna lie, chat. I did say that I wasn't gonna stream on tomorrow, basically today. But I think I can. I think I can stream. We'll see. Alright, so we were able to live. I'm gonna have to do this. The next rotation is gonna be spicy. Mostly everybody got their additional stacks in. You could run double Vegeta and Trunks here, actually. Be able to get some extra survivability, but alright, let me see the Dokkan info. So the Gohan, Goten, and Trunks unit are gonna come out at around 9 PM. Actually, it does say 9 PM Eastern Daylight Time. I don't know. If it does come at 9 PM, then of course I will be basically heading back to do my summons and things like that. The banner looks decent. It's not the greatest though. I would not summon on it that much, but it only requires 200 coins for pity. So I might, maybe, perhaps do some summons here and there. I'll definitely do a show you summon video. So. Let's see here. Okay, we're getting supered here. Dodge Goku. Nice. Very good. Alright. So let's see how well stacked up are we. We could give him the extra defenses that we can give him with the active skill. So that way we can take better care of ourselves. I'm gonna try to see if we can be able to beat this, but I'll go as far as I can with these guys. It's not like the biggest of urgencies to try to get super far into this fight.
この通りだトランクス俺の力よこの世界の人間の盾になれみんなの願いをこの一撃に込めるサイヤ人人間の底力を侮るなよ食らえギャリックホートランクスやったなはい
Alright. So we have a bit more extra defenses. The only issue that we have here, that this goes to all allies, isn't it? Yeah, and I don't see a lot of increases on this guy's defense, but... Alright, we'll put him on slot 1 here. We still have our damage reduction. Of course, we would... Let me reset. Now, this is not the proper way to do this. You can call me crazy, but I kind of want to test this out. I don't think we are doing anything with the allies, right? Yeah, we're already providing that it's attack and defense support. But here's what I want to do. I want to see how well they tank this super. That's what I want to check out. We could die, and if we do, then sure, that's on me. But this is just a test. We're putting these guys to the test. It's just showcase after all, right? We might die just because of Vegeta. Vegeta Blue taking 100k. Alright, let's see. $18 million. So the attack stat don't seem to be like super high, but they're doing a lot with this super attack. That 18 key, they're still doing a whole hecking heap of things. So they're raising attack and defense for the allies. We're getting a lot of stuff coming in. So I feel like we're still doing it. Okay, we're gonna take a hit, or we could dodge it. One of the two could happen. I do want to get hit though. I want to see how well these guys can tank it. But if we dodge it, that's just how goated we are, right? That's very good. How much is there? How much is the super attack? Super attack from Gogeta is a whopping 2.7 million. We have over 1 million defense and we took like 700k. Okay, this is gonna kill us. Ow. Okay, well, that super attack right there kind of has me a little bit judgmental, but not a lot. I feel like they are good. I feel like it's pretty decent, right? These guys are tremendous, I would say. I'm not gonna... Oh, sure. Sure, we'll get this on camera. But yeah, let me know down in the comments below what you guys think of the LR Vegeta and Trunks. They look... I feel like they look very good. Of course, super lucky. Dude, I have not been getting the Ultra Super Lucky after the first one that I got. So, I'm getting shafted even here. But we'll take it, I guess. But yeah, let me know down in the comments below what you guys think of the LR Vegeta and Trunks ECA. I see them and they're still very good to this day. Like, initially, when they came out, they were the best unit in the game. And I wouldn't consider these guys the best unit in the game with their ECA, but they're certainly very good. This, in particular, really, really helps out a lot for the allies on the team, just so that they can be able to defend themselves. But, man, they are really, really good. I don't see any issues whatsoever with these guys. You know, there's the discourse on social media and things like that, but you know, if we continue following along with what Twitter says, we will never have an enjoyable time. But yeah, let me know down in the comments below what you guys think of the Vegeta and Trunks ECA. I'll get started. I might have to do the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta's ECA a little bit later, because there's a couple of things that are coming out tomorrow. I'll make sure to try to upload it. But I am very doubtful. We'll see. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know you guys what you guys think of these guys and their ECA. Make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe. Apologies that this video, of course, is coming in very late, but you know, I was away when these guys came out. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys all in the next one.